Alright, we're back with more Fallout Doomsday! And I think I'm going to try to keep the episodes to about 15 minutes. Anyway, so we were attacking, or basically trying to hold on! So we're going to take these units and send them down because we can surround San Jose. I don't think they're going to be able to win. Maybe they are. No. Huh. Let's attack there. Let's have these steel sentries attack here. That ought to remove the pressure pretty good. Defeat. Oh, wow. That is not good. Alright, so we got victory, 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 defeat. So basically, our units are completely expended. All of their organization is essentially gone at this point. You take pretty bad penalties for attacking across a river. So we're just going to wait. These units are out of supply, so they're just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. These guys are going to need to help. Oh, shit. I might have fucked this. Yeah, I might have fucked this a little bit. Yeah, that's not good. If they capture that, we are fucked. So we're going to leave you there, and the steel sentries there, and these guys will go over here. Yeah, okay, cool. That succeeded. Alright, so now that we are reforming, we're going to send our second... no. We're going to send this unit. Never mind, they're both retreating. Alright, so... Gonna wait for these guys to retreat. And they're just going to keep attacking, keep attacking, keep attacking. Hopefully we won't lose this. I lost my my garrison there, which was a pretty bad screw-up, but yeah, it's not that bad. Alright, let's get our paladins there. Back to here. And we're going to push them out of there, and then we're going to start advancing south. So, I'm going to support attack. And this unit is going to attack, which obviously, as you can see, landslide victory because we have really, really, really high quality troops. This basically just gives a string of events. I don't really care. Yeah, we'll do those events. Those are just a bunch of pop culture references, which are, in my opinion, really cool. So we're going to support attack, and we're going to attack with these paladins. That takes out that army. If an army is surrounded, they're dead. You know, you essentially destroy them. We don't actually want to attack there. I want to attack here because I want to start working my way south, and that's essentially going to be the best tactic at this point. So we routed that tank regiment, and we're going to start progressing south. Now our economy is... Wow, our supplies are really low. We're prioritizing a lot of reinforcements. Never mind. I was going to say our economy is starting to probably bounce back from the amount of reinforcements that we have to do. I should probably actually explain the screen. So upgrades are basically once you come out with a new version of some type of equipment, that's your upgrades. And then you have to spend time in industrial capacity building the new stuff and sending it out to your troops. Reinforcement has to do with kind of rebuilding equipment and sending it out, as well as food, reinforcements, so depleted, killed troops, things like that. Let's Let's see, can we make a monumental land grab? Are you going to hold well? Let's see. And more of this screen is production, which is if I build a new infantry brigade, that's production. Consumer goods has to do with making your populace happy and reducing dissent. Dissent is important because it causes revolts, which then partisans spawn. As well as it reduces the effectiveness of your industrial capacity and just a whole lot of bad things. So see how easily our units are holding against all these. And and this is the tank animation. See how easily our units are holding against all these. That's because we have a bunker, as well as I believe this is mountain spray. No, maybe not. Is this terrain? Oh, actually, this is plains. This is ideal. But they're trying to do it across a river crossing, and we have a bunker here. Which means that basically it's almost entirely impossible for them to get across that that area there. Which basically makes it an ideal position for us when we're defending. Even though we did lose a garrison there, which was my fault. My bad. So we killed a good amount of them. I don't really know how the casualties actually work in this game, but yeah. We killed a bunch of them and hardly lost any of our troops. So it's a good thing. So now we have surrounded this army here. So we're now going to shift move down, and we're going to support attack. Support attack just usually makes the attack move more efficient. Does this have anything we actually want? No, this doesn't actually have anything we want. So we don't really care, so we're just going to move our army down here. And we're going to decline this peace offer because, you know what? Screw you! We don't care about you. We're taking all your land. We're restoring glory to the Brotherhood. Let's see, is our economy bounced back? Oh, nope, our economy is fucking in the shitter. Fresno. See, we lost... Or we killed 33, lost 4, lost 1 anti-air, 1 anti-tank, and killed 1 light armor. But, as you can see, our troops are almost completely just invulnerable. So now we're going to move down. They have light armor battalion. Ooh, dang. They're kicking our butts. Neither of you have anti-tank. Neither of you have anti-tank. Shoot. Okay, let's see. Can we build... Is any of our technology done? No. Can we build a anti-tank weaponry? We can. This would take 51 days. So, yeah, we'll wait for that to get done. Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah. Hey, Grandpa. I think she's outside. I think she's in the yard, weeding or something. No, Natalie headed home. She'll be back later. You're welcome. Sorry about that. Quick interruptions. Yeah, so we're going to wait for these units to replenish. I'm not actually sure why these guys aren't taking a huge amount of penalty, because this is their capital. I don't know, kind of strange. So, as you can see, the former USA is just getting shit kicked. They can't do anything against Dark Cathedral. In fact, I don't think I have seen the former USA win once against Dark Cathedral. I've played this, like, a lot. So, yeah, it's kind of a landslide out of favor of the Dark Cathedral. So we're just waiting for our units to regain some organization, and then we're going to make another push in Los Angeles? Yeah, Los Angeles. Post-apocalyptic Los Angeles. Without any anti-tank weapons. Or anti-tank. Or for fighting tanks. But see, they're not really able to reinforce, so we're able to whittle them down even though we got completely shit-kicked the first time. And we are moving down. They also have a fleet here, which is not so fun to fight against, but yeah, it happens. So we're going to fight them again. They're basically dead. Our technology of animal husbandry is done. And so what's the next thing we're going to want to go with? Probably medicine, because that gives us manpower growth, which becomes an issue really fast. Land units, max organization, area units, max organization, and a research modifier. Sorry. Wow. Getting a weird big mouthful of spit. Research bonus as well as a trickleback modifier. And a trickleback modifier means that your casualties, a certain amount of them are returned. So basically it increases the amount of casualties that are returned to your manpower pool. And it also gives us off-map production of rare materials changed by +3, which is really important because rare materials are really rare, and may lead to army healers. And army healers is obviously good tech that follows up after. I believe the land doctrine. Yeah, army healers. It's right here. Wait, is this ahead of time though? This is ahead of time by 3 years. So that's another thing that you actually want to pay attention to. You don't want to queue up. How ahead of time is this? This is 3 years ahead of time as well. That's not efficient. Yeah, I should not have done that. Anyway, something that you want to pay attention to is to not schedule up stuff that's ahead of time, really. At most, you're going to want something that's maybe 1 to 2 years ahead of time, like at the very, very, very most. And that's even going to be really inefficient most times, so you kind of really want to stick to stuff that's within either you're past the time frame for researching it, the recommended time frame for researching it, or so see how this, the best we can do is 2 of the 4, so we're going to give him Scribe Jessingen. So yeah, you really want to make sure that you don't try to research stuff that's ahead of time very much, because it incurs some nasty penalties. Like it really incurs some bad penalties. So let's see, we're gonna want to do pioneers here. I always kind of like to play the Brotherhood of Steel like they're really nice people and they're really caring for their populace, so they obviously don't enslave them. As opposed to like the super mutants that are enslaving everyone and dipping them into FEVs to forced evolutionary virus, and that's how they build their armies. So basically we've cornered this poor little tank division. Sadly, you don't actually capture the tank division. When you rout it, you don't capture the units, and then are basically able to put them to use towards the other thing. But at the same time, it's not entirely realistic to think, yeah, we have a bunch of power armor that we're just reinforcing. Even though we can't actually produce any more power armor until like 20, 30 years from now, about. Throughout the history of the Wastelands, this is actually a secret tech, and it's pretty powerful, I believe. There have always been those who have risen up to stand out from the rest, both heroes and villains. These individuals are marked by destiny and have a great impact on the world. So that technology is in the secret text tab. And where is it? Heroism. As you can see, Junkers declared war on their enemies, the former USA. So the Dark Cathedral has already basically kicked their butt, but the The Junkers are right here, and it usually happens a lot faster, but the Junkers are right here, and they basically declare war on Dark Cathedral, or on the former USA, which is these guys. So if you're trying to take out Dark Cathedral and you, say, pushed up to about here, and these guys declare war on you, you get a nasty surprise. And it's bad. Anyway, heroism. It gives you morale of 5 and max organization plus 5. And allows special companies, new model hero companions. And those are actually really, really, really good. But they're also really expensive and take an incredibly long time to build. So it's kind of, you know, a weight of, you know, do you want these amazing units, or do you want these, or do you want to have not so amazing units that don't take a ton of resources and forever to build? So that's my alarm. I hope that didn't mess up or make too much noise. I'm sorry. So I'm going to let's see here. I'm going to... Should I build another battalion? I just don't know. Let's see here. So I could pull a little bit away from reinforcement. I actually don't need to pause it while this is going on, because that army still has to travel back up so we can continue trying to take on the NCR. So let's see. We are repairing the industrial capacity. Oh, another technology finished. Let's see here. Oh, and we have a new research team. So let's see. That's ahead of time. That's ahead of time. That's way ahead of time. That's about on time. All right. Let's say that we'll use that, since that has 3 traits. We'll... this is 2 years ahead of time. That's very far ahead of time. See, the mutants have their own special tech tree, and in here they also have their own special tech tree of mutant pickups, mutants, things like that. So the mutants are, you know, pretty cool to play. They play pretty different than these guys. I think we'll get some of these. These are good for garrison troops, stuff like that. So for instance, later we're going to have a lot of rebellions, so we're going to need to build a lot of garrison troops, and we can either do it with the regulars or them. I haven't decided which I'm going to go with yet. I think regulars might be a little bit better, because they'll have more utility, so when I no longer need them as a garrison force, I can actually use them for other things, but yeah. So we're just going to wait for these units to reinforce fully, and then we're going to attempt to make an attack. Let's just do a probing attack right now. Oh, they're taking some pretty bad losses. Let's see here. We're going to need to divide up our troops a little bit. So, how do we focus retreating this way? Alright, so you're going to try to attack there. Oh wow, you might actually kill us. Nope. You're going to get annihilated. Oops, I probably clicked through that too fast. Anyway, that was a pop-up basically saying that now Marauders are going to start spawning, which, when Marauders start spawning, essentially what happens is these, what color would this be? Probably grayish color, grayish black color. Anyway, these become capturable, and once you've held them for a certain amount of time, your faction basically takes them over. And that's how you're able to expand and start waging, you know, more of a my brain is blanking on the word. More of a global war, and, you know, connecting up and challenging the other large factions for supremacy. I'm going to send our 2 Brotherhood of Steel guys over there, and I'm going to send... Actually, I'll send our robots over here and 1 Brotherhood of Steel over there. because they're not trying to take here, and they also can't attack with 2 units. So I think that it would be probably best to do it the other way.
We're on express elevator to hell.
No. That may now be deployed, which would be actually... Oh. We have planes that we can deploy. How did we get planes? I don't know. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see here. Let's take these guys and let's pull off the attachment. Add the anti-tank weapons to these guys, and then add these guys. Oh yeah, this will be done in a little while. So every single time you pull off an attachment for a unit, they have to redeploy somewhere. So that's, or they basically have a redeployment time, and that takes a while. So that's something that you should, it's good to bear in mind when you're building units, or sending them places. You can also strategically redeploy. I didn't mention this, but you can strategically redeploy your units from here to here, which is actually kind of a really cheap thing. So if your unit gets surrounded, but the gap hasn't been closed, you can just click them and click strategic redeploy, and they'll just disappear into null space and then be over there in a certain amount of time. So you can kind of do that when you're getting encircled, and basically completely negate any of the problems that you had by being encircled. And yeah, it's insanely cheap, but you can do it. I forgot what I was doing. I think I was gonna queue up one post-apocalyptic HQ, because we need an HQ. HQs increase combat effectiveness as well as give a okay, so artillery is good for anti-infantry, so we're going to build some artillery. And I think we're going to say, oh, damn, those are expensive. So we're going to say that we should have 3 productions of those. Okay. So an HQ gives organization regain bonus to all the people that is deployed directly next to. So in theory, if I deployed an HQ here and had a specific rank of general on that HQ, he would offer organization regain, or an organization regain rate bonus to all the guys in the adjacent territories, which would be this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So it's really good to have an HQ. And I believe they also increase your special combat move chances, which is really, really good as well. So I think we're going to support attack. And let's see if we can actually kick them. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay. That's just not going to be something that we're going to be able to do until we build some more units. So, it might be worthwhile. It might have actually been worthwhile to try to kill the Shi Empire first. Huh. Because we're kind of at a standstill right now until we finish some more units. Yeah. So, we can start another tech team. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, we already have blueprints for that. Sand Control, Night Stalkers. Alright, so that's admittedly about 2 years ahead. But we do have blueprints for it. But could we make anything else in the meantime? That's quite ahead, that's quite ahead, that's quite ahead, that's quite ahead. That's 1 year ahead, that's ahead, that's ahead. Ghouls are pretty good. They are basically the equivalent of, trade caravans. Very important. Well, that's okay. The ghoul regiments, I believe, are slightly more damage resistant, but they cost slightly more and take slightly less population and I think they take longer to train as well. Anyway, I'm going to kick up the game speed because there's currently not much we can do, I don't believe. In the frozen wastelands in Alaska and northwestern Canada, there lives many mutated horrors, beasts that have been twisted by the radiation into large and deadly hunters, capable of ripping a man apart in seconds. There's an explosion of their numbers across Juneau, Vancouver, and Prince George provinces. Mutant monsters, too. The Enclave will send detachments. I don't know why that pops up for us, because we aren't the Enclave. We're the Brotherhood of Steel. But it does. Savage cannibals and slavers. There are many rough settlements of humans in Vancouver Island. And on the coast nearby, they are rumored to be led by a group that trades with the slaver guilds, or a slavers guild. In addition, there are quite some number of small tribes in the surrounding regions. These are savage tribes and known to practice cannibalism. Something has stirred up both these groups, who are now sending armed parties into surrounding lands. It is possibly the work of the slavers, or perhaps even the sinister Enclave. Who knows? The Eldar will send you war parties. Okay. Who are the Eldar? So here's what happens usually, at basically the beginning of the game. Vault City here, which vastly is superior, declares war on Gecko. Usually within the first couple years of the game, within the first year of the game in this campaign. And they basically kick the shit out of Gecko almost every single time. So even if you play as Gecko, you're pretty screwed. Because Gecko doesn't have any forts, and these guys both have forts on both of their provinces. They also have a much better military and much more resources, much better industrial capacity. Just basically everything is better for them. Let's see. Let's try a probing attack here. Yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere. We might actually need to declare war on these guys to open up a second front. That is not good. So yeah, we'll wait a while. We are obviously already almost out of population, which really sucks. We could demand all these different islands. The madness of war. The bitter civil war within the former USA has set the Northeast aflame. The fighting is intense and savage. Civilians are often forced to flee their homes, and refugees are streaming out of their previously safe regions. This migration is causing problems for tribal groups who are also forced to relocate. The war is also giving opportunity to raider bands who care nothing for politics and only seek to pillage when they see the chance. Flavor text, basically. It doesn't really do anything. Oh, wow. We are already at about another half hour. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully this is interesting and enlightening. Give a good, or not a good, but like, dislike, comment, subscribe, whatever. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think that I could do anything better or a little bit different. I honestly think that in the first episode I took way too long to start. And I might be explaining things a little bit too much. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.